Premier, honourable ministers, Leader of the Opposition, President of the Senate, Speaker of the House, just find my Acting Chief Justice, Assistant Commissioner of Police, and Acting Commanding Officer. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the formal swearing in of Mr. Dave Morgan as Deputy Governor of Bermuda under Section 18 of the Constitution. Now, before we commence those proceedings, it is fitting, as we gather here today, to mark Victory in Europe Day. It is, as we know, the 80th anniversary of VE Day, and Bermuda will be represented in events in London to mark this special occasion. From its strategic West Mid-Atlantic location, Bermuda played a key role in World War II, particularly in intelligence and as a key base in the Battle of the Atlantic. 544 Bermudians volunteered for service overseas, with 35 dead. So I would like you now to join me for a 2-minute silence to remember and thank those brave men and women who fought for our freedom. Thank you. Thank you. In a moment, I will invite Mr. Morgan to swear the oath of allegiance and official oath. I will also invite him to swear before the Acting Chief Justice the judicial oath and the oath for the due execution of the office of Acting Governor and Commander-in-Chief. Before doing so, let me pay tribute to the outgoing Deputy Governor, Mr. Tom Oppenheim, MBE, for his distinguished service to the people of Bermuda over the last 3 years. Now, I've only had the pleasure of working with Tom for a little over 3 months. However, even in that short time, he has demonstrated dedication, integrity, and professionalism in the execution of his responsibilities. He will be greatly missed by all in Government House, and I know he will also be missed by many members of the community in Bermuda whom he got to know during his time in office. Tom, thank you for all that you have done. Now, we are, of course, very fortunate to have an able successor in Mr. Dave Morgan. Mr. Morgan brings a wealth of experience to the role, having worked for the UK government for over 25 years. He has held roles in a number of departments in areas including policy development and delivery, international trade, and project management. Now, he joins us from the Falkland Islands, where he has served as Deputy Governor. Dave, while Bermuda can't provide penguins or the delights of a South Atlantic winter, which I've seen, it's something to behold, we can provide another unique archipelago and a very proud people to serve. I very much look forward to working with you during our time in office together. I would also like to take a moment to welcome Mr. Morgan's family to Bermuda. It's a wonderful community to be part of. Now, I will now invite Mr. Morgan to take the relevant oaths and then to say a few words. Thank you.
Good morning. So I've got 4 oaths to run through. I'll just go through them in order that they're presented to me. So first oath of allegiance. I, David Paul Morgan, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty, King Charles III, his heirs and successors, according to law. So help me God. Official oath. I, David Paul Morgan, do swear that I will well and truly serve His Majesty, King Charles III, in the office of Deputy Governor. So help me God. Looking slightly to my right, firstly the judicial oath. So I, David Paul Morgan, do swear that I will well and truly serve His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors, in the office of Deputy Governor, and will do right to all manner of people, after the laws and usages of Bermuda, without fear or favour, affection, or ill will. So help me God. And lastly, the oath for due execution of the office. I, David Paul Morgan, do swear that I will well and truly serve His Majesty King Charles III in the office of Acting Governor and Commander-in-Chief. So help me God. I'll just say a few words, if I may, as we've got such an august company selected here today. So thank you, Governor, for the welcome to myself and Shirley. It's sort of summed up the last week, which has been full of welcomes, as Tom and the rest of Government House have whisked us around the island and met a huge number of people in very quick succession. So apologies up front for forgetting names. I'm quite good at faces. The names will come, so please do bear with me as we get used to life in Bermuda. I'm delighted and honoured to be sworn in as your Deputy Governor. We've only been here, as I mentioned, a few days, but the welcome has been so warm from everybody, and that's both around the community but also in the office and across government from various members that we've met in the last couple of days. As the Governor mentioned, my CV will tell you that I have some experience. That's grey hair and everything else that goes with it. I've got a number of positions held across the UK government, various departments, including Foreign Office in a couple of diplomatic jobs, international trade, looking more with a defence focus there, out towards the Far East, and the Ministry of Defence, which was the bulk of my career in a number of different roles, the most painful of which was clambering over armoured vehicles in the Middle East summer. Try and put your hand in the wrong place and you get a very painful experience. I'm sure that our time in the Falklands and my time as Deputy Governor there will serve me in good stead. But I think, I hope that I've got enough experience to know that every role is different and I've got huge amounts to learn, and I will be the one asking all the silly questions. So please, again, do bear with me. But we very much look forward to working in this role and our time on Bermuda, which I think is going to be fabulous. So I'm going to have a very steep learning curve. I look forward to working and travelling along that curve with all of you in the coming years. I'd like to thank the Governor, Tom, on his way out, for all the handover work, the whole team at Government House, who've made this transition very easy, very seamless. It's been a busy week. We're only on Thursday, aren't we? So more time to go. And best wishes to Tom as you move on. So thank you again, Tom. I see my role as Deputy Governor in helping to deliver the governance required under your constitution, working in partnership with the Government of Bermuda and all other local organisations that I need to fulfil that obligation. I commit to working with you with respect, integrity, and always with an open mind. I do have experience, as mentioned, but I've got a lot to learn, as always. So bear with me as that journey continues. Shirley and I very much look forward to our time here, which is just starting. It's going to be an adventure, and we are here for that and we very much look forward to enjoying that all the Bermudian community has to offer in our time here. Thank you all very much.
That concludes the formal part of the ceremony. The refreshments are just to your right, and we will do some formal photography. Thank you.